Jurgen, first of all, what's the team news coming into this game? Do you have any players back that weren't able to start on Monday night?
To the squad? Same squad, possible. Yeah, same squad. Nothing happened. Who could have come back since then? No, Ibu not yet. Luis not yet. But that's it pretty much. That's the only news. Nothing happened on the injury side. So Thiago not available. Calvin had surgery, not available. But that's it.
What were your thoughts on how Diogo came through on Monday night, getting time off the bench?
Yeah, it was important to get the time, but obviously you could see they need time. It was clear, but we knew that that would happen. So that's why we tried to give them as early as possible and allowed some minutes, because it's completely different. Whatever you do in the training pitch, these first 10-15 minutes in an intense game, they feel like, oh my God, it's torture. And so you have to go through this, but then it was not too long, so they could train properly the next day, and that's now obviously very helpful for this week. Now 1 session today, and then we will see how we line up.
17 games left to play. Obviously, there's a gap to the top four, but this is a big game, isn't it? Given you've got a game in hand, if you could get 3 points as well, suddenly the whole narrative comes in.
Yeah, massive game. So if we want to reach something this season, we have to chase everybody. So and especially the teams ahead of us in the table. There's no doubt about that. It's not easy. It will never be easy. But I think the only way you can do is to give it a try, and that's what we have to do, of course. And but everybody knows that. We don't have to mention that. That's clear. And so tough one. Newcastle, best defense in the league. Lost only once, I heard now again. I didn't even know that. That was against us, and we needed a late goal. So obviously very, very consistent, which is the first step into success always. Yeah, will be absolutely interesting. So it's a tough place to go. Was always for us. Hopefully we can build on the performance for Monday, because that was obviously the main difference to a lot of other games we won. After the World Cup break, we won 2 games, but we're not overly happy with the way we played, so you cannot really build on it. This time it was different. This was us, and it looked like us. And I think people said after the game that Everton didn't do this or that as much as they did against Arsenal. I really think it was because we did particularly well, to be honest, in that game. But that's a point to prove again tomorrow.
Final question from me. At Newcastle, you said only lost once this season. In previous years, you've been on these terrific runs. How much respect do you have for what they've done?
Absolutely. Oh, Eddie's doing an exceptional job. Absolutely exceptional. So, yes, we all spoke about that, and when you ask me about that again, it's like the financial possibilities they have or will have in the future is exceptional, but it's so far it's not that it's because of that, not at all. So Eddie came there in a difficult situation. They stayed comfortably in the league, stuff like this. Then and then the new season, it's not like you didn't recognize the team anymore from last year. It's like a complete overhaul or whatever. So building on the team they had, improving players who were there, like Almiron. I always liked him, but with the way they are playing now, obviously it fits him extremely well. Callum is obviously a fantastic striker. I'm not sure if he's injured tomorrow or not, but it's fantastic. Bringing Ishak makes absolutely sense. So building a team. Bruno Guimaraes, of course, is a massive player for them, and all this kind of thing. But then loads of players. Trippier came in, but lots of players were still there. So, and that speaks obviously volumes about the manager, how much he turned it there around and made them a proper threat for everybody, and a super intense football style. So in a difficult team to play against.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, but were you expecting them to go about things a little differently in their recruitment, rather than building relatively steadily? I mean, they have spent money, but they possibly haven't quite gone mad with it.
No, I didn't really think about it. Also, not that I think a lot about Newcastle. So it's not like this. It's just in the moment you recognize what they are doing, and then that's it. It's not. They had no idea for them how they should do it.
Well, obviously, I mean, you work slightly different in terms of the way that you've had to build, I suppose? At times you have been able to spend those big amounts of money, but it's been when you sold players on.
What did I do different?
In terms of recruitment, you've kind of been able to sell players for a big amount of money, and then being able to recruit in that way, which is obviously a different kind of model to the way Newcastle have done things so far.
Yeah, but it's the only difference is where the money is coming from. So that's the only difference. The rest is, I think, apart from that, we did it a similar way. Don't know exactly, but it was not that we 6 players in, 8 out, and now let's go again. I think you have to do it step by step. But if somebody tells you, one of your bosses tells you, but we do it now by bringing in 12 players in once, and then you have to deal with that. So we have a lot of power in the manager's chair, but not all the power. So that means we have to do as well sometimes what other people are telling us, and that's normal.
And is Virgil, after being on the bench for the Merseyside derby, is he fit to start?
I think so. Yeah. Just now. Yesterday he looked absolutely ready. I think today he will look the same, and then we make a decision.